G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I'm reviewing these two beers here. They're both from the Two Bays Brewing Company based in Victoria, and both of these beers are gluten free. Now I have reviewed another gluten free beer on the channel brewed by Hahn. Wasn't super impressed with that one, but Two Bays very highly regarded in the gluten-free beer world. Why am I reviewing gluten-free beer, you might ask? Well, this week, at the time of filming at least, it is Coeliac Awareness Week here in Australia. Coeliac disease, most people have heard of it, but not everybody fully understands what it is. It's an autoimmune disorder where the body has a negative reaction to gluten. Primarily affects the gastrointestinal system, but it can also affect your bone health, your fertility if you're a female, neurological function, even leads to an increased risk of cancer. So it's a serious disease. Gluten is a naturally occurring protein found in barley, rye, oats, and wheat. Those grains, if you know anything about beer, that's what is used in brewing beer. So, how are these then gluten-free? Well, this one I believe uses sorghum extract. This one here uses primarily at least millet. Both of those grains do not contain gluten. It's a dedicated gluten-free brewery. The grains that they do use, I believe, have to be imported from America and on average are 7 times more expensive than using regular barley, wheat, and so on. So I'll talk about the price point later, but obviously for the most part, they're going to be more expensive. This is the one that I'm going to try first. As I said, sorghum extract is what I believe is used for this one. GFB Draught 4.2%, 375 ml, so 1.2 standard drinks. Into the schooner glass. Well, it looks like a regular barley beer. An Australian lager. We've got a nice clear golden colour, medium amount of carbonation. We've got just under a finger of white head dissipating. Don't know what hops they use, but it smells like an Australian macro lager. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Light body, minimal bitterness, reasonably dry in terms of the finish. There is a slight hop presence. It's kind of in the earthy, maybe a touch of floral area. Very sessionable, easy to drink. It's refreshing. Got to admit, it's hard to tell that that's not brewed using barley. Not bad at all. Certainly better than the Hahn. Let's try the Two Bays Pale. 375 ml can as well. This one is 4.5%, I think. Yep, and 1.3 standard drinks. Obviously corn and rice are also gluten-free, so I know they do use those in some of their beers. All right, this one looks a little bit hard to tell on camera, but to me it looks slightly darker, not quite as clear, similar amount of carbonation. Head looks the same as well. Okay, hoppier. Citrus. Maybe a touch of tropical fruit as well. All right, let's give it a taste. Cheers. That one's pretty light in body as well. Not much bitterness to speak of, but more than the GFB Draught. It's got a nice citrusy hop note to the flavour. Perhaps a touch tropical as well. Don't know what hops they use for this one either. Doesn't say on the can. Wouldn't surprise me if it's something like Citra and a little bit of Galaxy. But I can't be sure. Again, if I didn't know, it'd be very hard, if not impossible, to detect that that does not have barley in it. Look, I do believe that the brewing process is a lot more complicated when you're not using barley. Head retention, and these beers are testament to that, is more difficult as well. But if you're a person who cannot have gluten, these are really good options. I'd be reasonably happy drinking these beers. Price point. Dan Murphy's time of filming, $25 for a 6-pack. And this one, $24 for a 4-pack. So more expensive, that one. One more sip of each and we'll give them a score. It's a good beer. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Both good beers. If you want something that's gluten-free, easy to drink, really sessionable, you could definitely have a few of these. I'd give that a 4 out of 5 for gluten-free beer. The pale, if you're looking for something a little bit more crafty, bit more of a hop presence, that's a good beer as well. I actually think I like that one more. Sometimes, if you're a person who reviews beers, you'd know, sometimes, and you try and be as objective as you can, but certainly there is a touch of subjectivity about this, and sometimes your mood can affect the score that you give. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 as well, but yeah, today I'm actually preferring this one. So there you go. 2 gluten-free beers from 2 Bays. I'll leave you with this. 80% of people that have celiac disease are actually undiagnosed. They don't know they've got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to remember to pop a link either in the description or pin a comment to the Coeliac Australia website. They've got a survey quiz type thing that you can take that might just help you discover that you are undiagnosed but living with celiac disease. So check it out. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time on Hef's Beer Reviews.